What to do when it's already 10 p.m., your conference talk is tomorrow, and your outline basically still consists of 6 post-its on your desk and just, I would say, a headache, right? And worry. So what can we do when this is the setup, this is the situation we are in? This video is inspired by a client of mine who described this exact situation, and she told me, I don't know, it always seems to be the same thing. Like, no matter how much I prepare in advance, no matter which technique I use, I always end up sitting there staring at slides at 10 p.m., asking myself, why did I even commit to give this talk to a conference? So I feel this is a common problem, and I want to address it today. Specifically, what I want to talk about is why it happens and what can one do for it to stop happening, right? So first of all, why it happens. Contrary to popular belief, I would say the reason isn't because you are lazy or because you are just not organized or you feel like you are not good at managing your time. The real reason is that you are spinning in circles. Like what I see from the work of my clients, and also when I observe how I used to work before having all of this framework and setup really working for me, what happened would be that I sort of would start my talk, started my presentation without even thinking about the structure of it first. So it's basically as if you were to make a puzzle, solve a puzzle without the photo from the box. This is what it feels like. So you are sort of trying to get somewhere, but you do not have even the remote idea of where are you going or how to get there. So that's what really gets you stuck when you are in this situation of it's 10 p.m. or in some cases even 2 a.m. and I'm still stuck where I was 10 days before or a week before. This is the problem. So the problem is because we tend to think that as soon as we start, as soon as we get going, the thing will sort of sort itself out and everything will be solved. However, the strategy that actually works is before you even start to construct your slides, before you even do anything, you do a plan of how will you put this mess of data, with this bunch of data that you have, into something that makes sense. And in order to do that, you really have to develop this skill of what matters, what should go where, and how can I even say it so it makes sense. So all of those are questions that you should sort of figure out before you even start doing the presentation, start designing your talk, and so on. Why? Because this is the map that is actually going to get you there. And it's going to prevent you from being stuck in that situation of I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what should go where, and you're just there. This was something that was happening to me before. Like I was there just moving things around on my slides, actually thinking that I was doing the work, but I was actually not doing the work and avoiding doing the heavy lifting, which is thinking about the structure of the thing, thinking about what is it I actually want to say, because I feel this is the bottleneck. So as soon as you sort this out, as soon as you sort of get this skill of figuring out first what goes where and what is it that you are actually trying to say, or what I call in the coaching with my clients, structuring the data, making the outline of your presentation, of your talk, of what you're trying to say. As soon as you sort this out, as soon as you figure this out, basically doing the presentation or making your talk, like the substance of your talk, will really just feel like filling in the blanks. Because as soon as you have this structure done, it's instantly lifts this weight from you and you're like, okay, I got this. You know, this feeling of when you are solving a problem, especially as STEM professionals, we are solving these very complex things, but you have this feeling of, okay, I got this. This is something that I can do. That's the structure. That's what the structure provides to your presentation. So if you do that beforehand, you really sort of save your time and most importantly save your energy, because you're not spinning in circles. You know, when you have your session of preparing your slides, you know exactly where you're going, what's your aim, what's your objective, and how to get there. And this is what we want. This is what we want in order to save time, save energy, and really save this draining of energy that happens usually when we have to prepare our talks, and also make it more enjoyable, because at the end of the day, presenting your work should be a joy, should be a moment in which you are sharing your knowledge, sharing your work with others, and also getting the recognition you deserve for the work that you're done. So, having said that, if you are a STEM professional, scientist, developer, engineer, data scientist, you name it, and you are still finding yourself in this situation, like 10 p.m., blank slides, conference talk is tomorrow, and you do not even know where to start from, I got you. So this is exactly what I work on with my clients. If you're interested in finally getting this over with and finally stop being in that situation, because I promise it can be done, I am going to leave a link down below where you can schedule a completely free discovery call with me, and you can sort of get the demo of how this works and see and get a sense of if this is something that you are interested in, if this is something that would work for you, and of course, if we are a good fit to work together. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in a few days in another video. Bye bye.